Hey, what's up YouTube? Long time no see. This is the We All Juggle Knives channel. I have a lot of blades to show you today. We've got some big choppers. We have some self-defense oriented fixed blades and some other stuff that wouldn't fit in the shot. I have this Kunai from Tactical Edged Dojo, and I even have a budget machete. Alright, so let's get right into it. So here we have a dagger from Amer Tactical, that's the name of the brand. Comes in this nice box. I had not heard of that brand before, but this has promise. I'll show you the sheath first. It's got eyelets. It's got a tech lock there. And here's the dagger. It is 5 inches in blade length, 10 inches overall length, 5 millimeters thick, 6.5 ounces. The steel is 440C. It's got G10 and carbon fiber handle scales, and it was $25. I like the kind of simple, basic design on this, and it wouldn't surprise me if this is based on some other dagger. You know, there might be some more expensive dagger with more expensive steel that looks like this somewhere. It wouldn't surprise me. It's got a prominent fuller down the center line, and the tip on this is angular, almost like you think of a gladius. It's got 2 sub-tips. And they said carbon fiber. I don't know if you can see that kind of shimmer, but this is G10, and then there's like a little layer. There's like a little layer of carbon fiber on that. Not sure what's up with that, but I've got no objection. It's kind of hard to notice. So that's this dagger, 5 inches of reach. Kind of a good intermediate length, and it has a definite martial, military, or self-defense theme to it. So bearing in mind the steel and the overall design and the price, right? Is this a good buy for the current price of $25? Yeah, I think it's an excellent buy for that price. It's a good, solid budget dagger, and I hope you enjoyed seeing it. And next up we've got the Dragon Creek fixed blade. Comes in this nice box. It's got eyelets. It's molded to it. It's got a clip there. I also think they meant this as a possible neck knife as well. The blade length on this is 3.75 inches. It is 8 inches overall length, 3 millimeters thick, 3¼ ounces in weight. They did not list the steel, but I believe it is D2. They did list the hardness. G10 handle scales, $24. So I think that this is a light and handy fixed blade, easy to carry. The finish on it is way better than the cheaper painted on finish that you would see. Yeah, this finish will last a lot longer and will look a lot nicer for longer as it weathers in. The quality cues on this knife are a lot better than you would expect for a $24 knife. Just the fit and finish is a lot better. Comes in 4 different handle color options, but I thought this was most attractive. It is G10, but from a distance it looks like micarta. It's got a sharpening choil right there. That is a flat grind. It's very pointed, but also a good slicer. And it has a thumb ramp here, and it has some texture there. So I often will hold it, like this, because there's texture right there for your finger. You could hold it with a finger here, but feels a little awkward. So I personally wouldn't do that. I would either just hold it like this or just like this. Yeah, and I just felt it was a winning blade shape. And that, combined with the price, is what interested me in the knife. All right, so definitely recommended for a little utility, fixed blade utility knife, or a kind of carryable self-defense option, possibly. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. All right, YouTube, we've got a budget-priced parang in the house. This thing is crazy. This is like $35. They've been selling hundreds of these every month on Amazon because they have that little counter now, and that's how I found out about it. There's tons of text reviews and numerous video reviews of this too up on Amazon. And so I figured I'd try it out, and I definitely figured that you would want to see it. 9.5 inches blade length, 16.5 inches overall length. This thing is 1/4 inch thick, 2.15 pounds. This was only $35. When I first saw this parang pop up on Amazon, I didn't really pay too much attention to it because I have so many parangs. Like, I have at least 5 different condor parangs, and then I have 3 different Malaysian parangs or golaks. But I kept seeing this pop up on Amazon week after week, and you know how they have that counter, how many people actually bought the item? They're selling hundreds of these, hundreds and hundreds of these each month, like every week. 100 people bought it, 200 people bought it. So I started paying more attention to it. I did a deep dive into the text reviews, and there's like 4 video reviews of it, like short ones on Amazon, people actually using it. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it. This thing is a lot better than you would think for the price. And it is. It's got wood handle scales, but the wood handle scales it's polished. It's like, you can see that, right? It's a lot nicer than you would expect for that price. Right? And they're saying about 1/4 inch thick. And of course, the traditional parang shape, it's hard to go wrong with that, right? Because they're just copying a tried and true, or reproducing a tried and true design. So they had the steel listed as high carbon steel, but they weren't very specific. So what do I think it is? Well, I think it's a high carbon stainless steel. So for example, Buck uses 420HC. The HC stands for high carbon. That's an example of a high carbon stainless steel. So do I think that this is literally 420HC? No, I don't think it's literally that. I think it's like an equivalent to that. This is the sheath that it came with. It's a traditional Japanese style of sheath. It is wood and leather accents there, right? So that is the sheath. It says Japan. I don't know if that means that this was made there or just that leather piece, but that's the sheath. Anyway, there are a lot of fans of parangs out there, so I just thought you'd enjoy seeing this. I mean, that price tag, yeah, definitely worth the price, but you don't have to take my word for it. Like I said, there's several videos on the listing, and I'm not sure if any YouTubers have tested it, but if they haven't, it's only a matter of time. It's very solid. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. So this rather large blade is what I'm going to call the Ba-Kor chopper. Well, this would be good for chopping, for splitting, for carving. All right, you see it's got like a sharpening choil there. It's got lanyard holes and then a secondary lanyard hole there. This is a flat grind all the way to like that. There's like a bevel there. All right, so it is 8 1/4 inches in blade length, 13 1/2 inches overall length, 8 millimeters thick, 24 ounces. The steel is DC53, $45. All right, let me show you that thickness there. They're saying 8 millimeters. Well, yeah, it definitely looks like it. And that steel is a super tool steel. Wow, that Ba-Kor favors. I mean, this thing, and yes, that is sharpened up there. I mean, thing's pretty crazy. Now, let me give you a look at the sheath. Comes with a leather sheath. Alright, so it's got a belt loop, it's got a retaining strap. Let me try not to bump the camera. Alright, so that's the leather sheath, but it also comes with lanyard leather, and it comes with this bead. Alright, and it comes with an actual real full-size fire starter and striker. But I have like 6 of these now because I have a bunch of Ba-Kors. Yeah, I would say $45 is a very decent price for that DC-53 Super Steel. Yeah, this thing is just heavy and massive and hard hitting. You know, if you need this, probably you could use it to like clear brush in the backyard, that type of thing. Medium-sized branches. This actually disappeared from the listing, but I'm just going to include a link to the Ba-Kor store, and you can check what's currently in stock, if they have something like this, or if this pops back up. But I'm glad that I got this for the $45 that it was. Definitely worth it considering the steel, the design, and the solidity of it. Hope you enjoyed seeing it. So this rather large blade is the J-Pock machete. It's a huge machete. Let's look at the stats here. J-Pock machete, 10.8 inches in blade length, 15.75 inches overall length, 4 millimeters thick, 12.25 ounces. It was $26, right? So this is a budget option for you. The steel 5CR15, which is okay for a machete. It's a contoured handle. It's got a lanyard slot there. It is true full tang. It came with a super bare bones sheath that basically has a loop here, but it's like the sheath that you would get on an M-Tech. Honest reviews here. I have to say, I basically think of this as a bayonet with a knife handle. If you need an over 10-inch long blade that could just like thrust into something, you might need this. Or if you need like a mini machete, right? It's budget friendly. I just thought you'd enjoy seeing it because $26, if you need something this long for, I'm not going to ask why you need this, right? But there it is. Yeah, this definitely has a sort of horror movie vibe. Yeah, I could definitely see, chasing half-naked co-eds through a swamp with this while wearing a hockey mask. Hope you enjoyed seeing it. And here we have a set of kunai. Here's the information on these. Tactical Edged Dojo throwing spikes, also called the Fang kunai. So the overall length on these is 9.85 inches. 5.12 inches is the blade length. 6 millimeters thick. 7.4 ounces in weight. And the set was $30. Now, I believe this has sold out, but that doesn't matter because they have a whole bunch of other sets that are of equal quality. So the thing that separates these from a normal throwing spike you might see, these are way thicker. Okay, these are 6 millimeters thick. They have some weight, and it just makes them easier to throw. Yeah, the thing about these is that they're thick and they're not going to break because the tip is essentially reinforced. Right, you see how they've done the tip there. And these just work a lot better than most of the other stuff you'll see on Amazon is like junk. These are real throwing spikes. Also, the good thing about Tactical Edged Dojo is that they really throw. It's not just some random, Shanghai company. They actually have a YouTube channel and they have videos on the Amazon listing as well, but they also have a YouTube channel that's hardcore. So basically I like Tactical Edged Dojo because these are actually being designed by real throwers. You can go to their YouTube channel and really talk to them, right? The guy in their chat, he speaks English, all right? The guy in their videos. So you can really talk to them. You can make requests. You can basically ask them how to throw, right? They have throwing demos on their site. So if you want to see these thrown, you can either check their video on their Amazon listing, or you can look up the Tactical Edge Dojo channel on YouTube and just see the guy throw. Also, these are not only for throwing. Even though it's designed as for throwing sports, it's a shank and a half. I mean, this thing... Now, the word shank can mean a lot of things, but often the word shank refers to something that can thrust and pierce, but maybe does not have a cutting edge, right? Just a purpose-built stabber. This thing would be a crazy shank. So, I don't know if you actually need a free world shank, but if you do, even if you don't throw, This is cheap and deadly and durable. Alright, so I thought you'd enjoy seeing these. That's a Tactical Edged Dojo throwing spikes. Well, okay, YouTube, that was fast and furious, but I hope you enjoyed seeing this wide variety of blades. Now remember, if you like seeing a lot of blades, a lot of knives in your feed, be sure to subscribe. Alright, so subscribe if you like all that stuff. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.